Hi guys, welcome to another video from the series about my tech stack, which is basically all the different applications that I use for my service-based business. I'm a web designer and I also help people with marketing so that they can attract new customers to their websites, generating more business, creating new relationships and becoming more successful at doing what they do. That includes people like web designers, coaches, freelancers, copywriters, anybody who is working as a self-employed person should benefit from this. So I've already created a few different videos. I do recommend you look at the video about Buffer, which I use for scheduling my posts, and video about Notion, which I use to create my content or write my copy. Today's video is about a project management app. It is a great alternative to Basecamp. I used to use Basecamp, but too many options, too many features were creating a lot of confusion for me and my clients, and it was really too much for everyone. So I've decided to find another one, and I've tried it all of them. I really tested all different solutions, and without revealing too much detail, because it did take quite a while to work out how to use Trello and perfect it for what I do, I will move on to showing you the actual platform. So what I use Trello for is actually way beyond the business. I actually organize my life, my personal goals on it, and it really is just the best thing to use, because it is very simple and you can quickly share your boards, which is the main view of Trello. It's called a board. You can share your boards with others, and you can get notifications on your phone. The mobile app is also very good. So without further ado, let's quickly go to my Trello. Now, as you probably know from previous videos, I don't like to overpay for anything. So I also use Trello on the free version. In fact, I'm amazed how much you can do without paying them a penny. So this is my Trello, and you'll see I've got a couple of different workspaces, they called. One is for my company, one is for my personal thing, and one is for my projects on Upwork. So you can see that I've got, my plan for this year. I've got annual view. I've got all different boards created. But the board I can, share with you really is, let's say, default website board. Okay, so this is board I use whenever I have a website to create for my client. And what I actually do is I set up a very simple set of columns: to do, doing, done. I also have additional column which I call useful and passwords. So that's self-explanatory. It's just one place to keep all the passwords that people give me, all the documents that I signed, useful links. It's just a useful one to separate it from the whole project. Now, I also always set a bunch of labels. You will notice that you can add card, and I like to treat them as little tasks. So let's say what I have to do is buy a domain, so that we can use it for the website. What you can do is, I'm going to fully open it. You could quickly open it like this, but I'm going to fully open this card, and you will see that here I've got my labels. The ones I like to use is started, completed, not yet, urgent, and needs client attention. I let my clients know that if they see red color, it's something they should pay attention to. But there's another way on Trello to kind of get people's attention, especially your clients. In comments, if you start writing their name with an @, okay, it will tag them. So basically, once I save it, they will get a notification that they've been added to a card or something is required. So it really is fantastic. And you see, when I add comments, I can type things, I can add links, I can format it a little bit like in Word, I can have attachments. It's really nice, because if the person is sharing something with me, they also may want to attach something which is specific to this task. So it really is fantastic. Now you can also, set a date, which is useful if you have a deadline, for example, for doing something. I would set a deadline here so that my client knows that I set my own deadline and that they will receive it by 8:20 p.m. I'll save it, and I will also add myself as a member of this card, because I want to be clear. It's my deadline. The card belongs to me. If I want them on it as well, I'll also add them. At the minute, there isn't anybody else on this board. But apart from all these fantastic features, including custom fields and a very useful checklist, so I can have a checklist on the card itself. So let's say the domain name has to be bought. I will do to-do checklist, and first one will be client to confirm domain I should buy, because I buy it for the client, but I need to know which one they want. Agree to set up email. I also set up emails for people. So you see, it's really nice because it shows you percent of finished tasks. So obviously I've finished one task out of the two. It's 50% finished. Really, really nice feature. And you can also drag them. If I, for example, have a list of things which I wrote somewhere else and I paste it in here, it will automatically turn it into checkboxes. Amazing. I honestly cannot recommend it more. Now you will see that there are power-ups. So these are kind of add-ons. There is so many different things. You can automate this going to Slack, tasks being created. I mean, there is so many different add-ons. I honestly cannot imagine you wouldn't be able to do exactly what you do on Basecamp or more. I actually don't use many power-ups because I like to keep things simple. Once you start using all these add-ons and different things, just like in Basecamp, you may create a situation where it becomes confusing. And all these boards, or most of these boards, I actually share with my clients. So, to share it, you type person's email, and of course they have to create a Trello account, but they don't pay for anything. Or you can create a link and send it to them via email personally, inviting them to that board. It's super, super helpful. Mighty good for, I don't know, even if you have like a meal plan you want to create, if you go to Trello, there are templates that you can import. So, there's template for everything, education, design, managing your business, checklists. All these people created templates that now you can use for free. You see this template, artist commissions, is very popular. Character setup, design sprint. I mean, let's have a look at this one. Okay, these are the power-ups. This is how they did it. I don't want to talk too much about it. It is just amazing. I really, really recommend it. And I am curious of your thoughts on it and how you want to change your Basecamp into Trello maybe. Drop me a comment. I will reply to all the comments. And please do follow me on YouTube, because I'm going to be creating a lot of short, snappy, but very useful videos about different apps you could use to boost your productivity and to boost your business. And honestly, guys, I've done all the testing possible. I'm a user experience designer, so I really know what to look for. And I wouldn't be pushing for something which I don't 100% stand behind. So click that follow button now. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think of the videos. And I hope to hear from you soon.